Defense in basketball is a multifaceted skill that involves positioning, anticipation, and physical agility. The bedrock of effective defense starts with proper positioning and stance. The correct defensive stance is crucial for preventing offensive players from easily bypassing the defender and getting the look they want at any time. To achieve this stance, a player must bend their knees, tighten their core, and lower their center of gravity, enabling quick lateral movements and quick reaction times. This positioning is fundamental from elementary levels of basketball all the way up to the NBA. Poor defense is often marked by players standing upright and reaching for the ball rather than maintaining a low stance and sliding their feet. This mistake was observed in James Harden's defense throughout a large portion of his career, where his lack of effort and poor stance were evident every night. Great on-ball defense requires aggressiveness and assertiveness. Defenders must be willing to challenge offensive players, disrupt their rhythm, and contest shots without fouling. This aggressive mindset is seen in some of the best lockdown defenders that basketball has ever seen, including the likes of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Gary Payton, Shane Battier, Vernon Maxwell, Bruce Bowen, Tony Allen, and a handful of others. These players exemplified how a combination of skill and mentality and physicality could shut down even the most prolific scorers, or at least make their nights more difficult than most. And big shout out to Michael Cooper, who was also a lockdown defender and one of the best to ever do it. I didn't want to leave his name out of here either. Allen Iverson, despite being more renowned for his offensive prowess, also displayed commendable on-ball defense. Iverson's quickness, anticipation, and willingness to engage opponents earned him numerous steals and defensive stops, although he often did not receive the credit he deserved for his defensive contributions to the game. Allen Iverson's offense definitely overshadowed his defense, and he was a very underrated on-ball defender and one of the best, if not the best, defensive player to play the passing lanes the game has ever seen. Effective defense is built on several key components, such as angles, balance, lateral quickness, and footwork. Angles are crucial in defense, both on-ball and team defense. A defender must position themselves to cut off driving lanes and force the offensive player into less favorable positions. Keeping the head on a swivel is essential for maintaining awareness of both the ball and the opponents. Balance helps in absorbing contact and maintaining stability while moving. Lateral quickness allows defenders to stay in front of their opponents, while footwork ensures that they can navigate screens and avoid being easily beaten off the dribble. An additional key component that is very highly crucial to being a great defender is reading the offensive player. Watching the offensive player's core when they're moving so you're not getting distracted by hand and foot and fake movements is essential to staying in front of your man. A high basketball IQ is indispensable for a lockdown defender. Understanding and studying opponents' tendencies enables defenders to anticipate moves and make timely interceptions. Knowledge of players' favorite spots on the court, their go-to moves, their tendencies, and their weaknesses can give a defender a significant advantage. This intelligence, combined with physical skills, creates a formidable defensive presence out on the basketball court. While individual defense is critical, team defense plays an equally important role. Similar to a quarterback scanning the field or a cornerback out there in zone coverage, A great basketball defender must constantly be aware of their surroundings and ready to help teammates at any given moment. Team defense involves communication, rotation, and trust amongst your teammates. It requires a collective effort to close out on shooters, protect the paint, and contest shots consistently. Great team defenders like Chris Paul and also Allen Iverson, reading the offense's strategy and intercepting their game plan before they could get to the moves and positions on the court, which often led to other points going the other way. Their ability to disrupt the opponent's offensive flow was a testament to their defensive awareness, prowess, and intelligence. Another crucial factor of defense that goes far beyond stat sheets and numbers is just the grit and desire and the hunger to be great defensively against your opponent. It almost has to be as if you're going out there to war to stop your offensive opponent, and you don't make it home if they succeed. You see this type of play in defenders that I previously mentioned. You see the grit. You see the unwillingness to lose and to give up, and the unwillingness to be beaten. You see this often with offensive players, but oftentimes, if you notice, you'll see this with defensive players as well. At least the great cream of the crop elite defensive players. You have to have a certain hunger and a certain desire and a certain passion to be a truly, genuinely great, bona fide defender that can be remembered in an all-time type of fashion. Only playing the angles and working with your teammates will not do it. You have to desire to completely shut down offensive players, especially the great ones that drop 30 and 40 points on other players on a regular basis. Because that desire may end up leading that player, that defender, hold or contain an offensive player, not necessarily shut him down, but at least contain a player to have maybe 20, 25 instead of 35, 40, and shoot slightly less efficiently. A good example of this was Shane Battier at times when he'd be guarding Kobe Bryant. We all know that Kobe was extremely unguardable, but there were times that Shane Battier made Kobe work harder for buckets than almost any other defender out there. Kobe would need to put in a bit more work and work a little bit harder to score on Shane Battier than he did on a plethora of other defenders that he killed and demoralized throughout his career in the league. And a big shout out to Tony Allen. I'd put him in that same category with Shane Battier. In conclusion, defense in basketball is an art that combines physical skill with mental acuity. Proper positioning and stance form the foundation of solid defense, while aggressiveness, assertiveness, and a high basketball IQ, along with a hunger like no other, elevate a player's defensive capabilities through the roof. Legendary defenders have shown that understanding angles, maintaining balance, and employing quick footwork are essential for success on the defensive end. Furthermore, team defense requires constant vigilance and collaboration. By studying and emulating these principles, players at all levels can become formidable defenders, capable of influencing the game on both ends of the court. Don't be one-dimensional. Lock up. Thanks again for tuning into this video. It's your boy Nikki P. Eat, sleep, breathe, hoops. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and let's keep it going. Till the next one, folks. Peace.